Up the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Prince in at the 3. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Young in at the 1. So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
And it's Young finishing it off.
Young puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
And a wide open look for Porter. That three-pointer off the mark. And so Powell will bring it up for Miami. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
The first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. And that could make it easier down the road.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time. Sacrificing for the other, that's how you succeed in this league.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Portis against Young. Nice shot by Portis.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Young with the steal. Here's Powell. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Boy, that's Powell. He can stretch you out to the 3, but also hit that midi, too.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back over to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Bucks leading by 4. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Fame.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And when I look at the Heat, they fought their way into that spot. And you have to give them credit for how they played. But now we'll have to see if they can stay there.
Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Bucks leading. Here's Rollins. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Floats one. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. It's all knotted up.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Portis. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection, taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And it's Wiggins missing.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Here's the lob, and Kumbo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's Adebayo, following the bucket by the Bucks. And Young with the stuff.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Prince. Lays it up off the glass. Prince has got his second basket of the night.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Rollins. It's Porter outside. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. The kick out to Porter. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Giannis.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. They want to keep it rolling. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Anthony, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
Tough to know if Anthony's going to drive by you or pull up. He's got both in his package. Had the defender on his heels there with the slick handles.
The Bucks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Prince in the post, covered by Wiggins. And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally. 5 turnovers. When you get that many, you really are sabotaging your team.
Here's Rollins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Hero. Rollins grabs the board.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
The Heat trail by 4. Right side, Adebayo. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Prince misses.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Here's Powell. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Tremendous work inside by Powell, refusing to be dismayed by the contact.
Collins against Adebayo. Prince's shot is good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Wiggins passes to Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Miami?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And one other thing that stands out, all the blocked shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number one, the Heat.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And a wide-open look for Portis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Portis has got 5 now.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Young, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Rollins the pass to Giannis. For 3, Portis cans it from downtown. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And Miami shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Back to Young on the wing, Wiggins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Hero from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Anthony. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away. And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Adebayo. And Young slams it home.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And taking a look at some numbers for Anthony, how last month turned out for him, he's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. You get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Up top, Adebayo. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. Portis for 3. Knocked loose, and he makes that one. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you, Kevin.
Good priorities. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Now, here is Young. 6 on the shot clock. Foul for 3. The offensive rebound. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Miami leading by 7. Here's Hero. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Heat with some changes. Khalil Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. And it's Fontecchio in for Norman Powell. The Bucks also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Taurean Prince. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Anthony. You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
And the Heat making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Outside Turner. And again, the Bucks miss. And the call will be against Khalil Ware.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Bucks trail by 11. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Mitchell. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Down by 15. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Green is checked in for Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Miami with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Shots good from Young. Young's got 32 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Green, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Young. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Here's Fontecchio. Jaquez outside. Shoots the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Kuzma inside. He's defended by Ware. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Young. And that one, good. Young's got 36.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Rollins. He has 6. Mitchell with it. Now Green defending. Basket counts. Mitchell's got his second bucket tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense. No time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Porter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
A natural scorer, Porter Jr. is superb at being able to play through contact and still finish the shot.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Fontecchio. Here's Mitchell. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Green passes to Porter, and it's in there. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
When Porter Jr. is smoking hot, he's hard to stop. He's so relentless in how he attacks, keeps constant pressure on the defense.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now, here's Kuzma. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Great open look there. Green's got 9. 5 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Young from deep three-point range. And that would have, and so we conclude the first half. Heat lead.
Miami Heat, 77. Milwaukee, 66.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Wiggins is out there with Adebayo, and it's Young. Then it's Tyler Hero, and it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist from Young. 7 points in the game.
Oh, high effort play by Hero, running the floor to finish the fast break strong.
Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
The Heat leading by 11. And here's Young from the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giannis outside. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rollins checked in for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee substitution.
Portis, the pass to Prince. Good defensive work there by Young.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
So it's the Bucks now. Here's Young. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
A three-pointer, Wiggins.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The kick out to Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, get off me.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous. He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Pass to Porter from downtown. Milwaukee the rebound. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. And you look at Young, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And, you know, they've given him some more responsibility offensively in these past 2 weeks. He's responded.
Well, the way he's been filling up, he's earned it. I mean, look, the game is slowing down for him. He's starting to see the whole floor now. Here's Rollins. The Heat getting the bucket. Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level. For Milwaukee, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
High post Young. Porter's there. They get it again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Getting around 24 points per, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
No one covering. Anthony's got 9.
That's on the defense. You got to guard Anthony from the corner.
Here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him. No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
So, Clark, when you think about the league's natural scorers, Norman Powell has to be on that list.
For sure, and I think he's underrated, but everybody can't get top bill. On the marquee, I mean, there are going to be guys that do great work that don't tend to get the attention that other guys do. But you look at his production, especially when his minutes go up, I mean, he can put it in the basket. He's a hard guy to deal with. He gets it in transition, mid-range game, shooting threes, and if you're not careful, he'll posterize you too.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Hero. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Miami leading by 10. Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And here's Herro. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. To the inside. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it.
Bucks trail by 20. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Porter is out there with Prince, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Wiggins passes to Young. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Young passes to Herro. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Herro can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Poked away. Young with the steal. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. The Bucks also changing it up. Nancy's checked in for Bobby Portis. Amir Coffey comes in for Green. And Trent subbed in for Kevin Porter. Prince wide open. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Young. The rebound by the Bucks. Trent with it. Picked up by Herro. Prince outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Young from outside. Prince with the defensive effort.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, it's only going to increase. No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3rd personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Team foul.
And so he makes both from the line. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Rollins. Shoots. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And here's Adebayo. Defended by Portis. Adebayo with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Porter. And he drops it in from the low post. Porter's got 23 points.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Jovic passes to Young. That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
A nice shot by Young.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Knocked away. Prince, the pass to Rollins. On the wing, Porter. Off target with his three.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The shot by Rollins, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just a...
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
And Miami making a change here. Higgins is checked in. Gary Harris, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's Porter. Pass to Portis. Down low. No good, unable to end this run.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong.
Nabbing another steal.
Just a suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Porter. Count that one.
Kevin
Porter's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
It's Porter outside. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Porter with the steal. And the foul called on MP. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they